Alright, so what's up, everybody? So a couple of explanations before I start this. First, I did one of these videos like about 2 years ago, but my collection has since doubled since then, so I kind of wanted to redo it. I wanted to redo it a different way. And secondly, the reason why I want to redo it has been recently has been recently inspired by a series of videos that's been popping up on YouTube lately, mainly by James Nintendo Nerd. He plays the Angry Video Game Nerd. Him and his friend Mike, they went through their video collection, their DVD collection or whatever, and just sort of filmed, each movie or whatever and talked about it. So I thought, I have a pretty interesting DVD collection as well, so I thought I'll go ahead and do that with mine. Probably won't show you everything because we'll probably be here, friggin' hours on end, and I know people don't like watching long videos for whatever reason, so I'll try to keep this as brief as I can, but it's not going to be short either. So if you have a lot of time on your hands, you want to eat a meal while watching this, go get your meal, go sit down, play this video. You should be entertained. Here we go. This one here, as I explained before, the reason for these cases are because they're movies that didn't have cases for whatever reason. So I just bought these blank cases and made my own labels for them. So this is called 1201. It's actually a Groundhog Day ripoff. It's about it's got Jonathan Silverman in it from Weekend at Bernie's fame, and he works at some kind of scientific lab where there's this experimental time ray, and he gets zapped by the ray or whatever. So then at 1201 he gets sent back to the previous day, and he's got to relive the day over and over again. It's a pretty interesting movie. It was made for TV. Came out a little bit after, just a tiny bit after Groundhog Day. Alice in Wonderland. This is not the Disney version of Alice in Wonderland. This is actually a porno version. It's very rare, very hard to find. Actually, I think this version, one of the reasons why it's in the case was I actually had to, I think I can say this because it's not easy to find. It was downloaded. And then I burned it onto a DVD, but it's actually a 70s porno version, and it's a musical to boot. So it's a very interesting version of Alice in Wonderland. Let's see, Ankle Biters is it's a midget vampire movie. Can't really see on anywhere on the cover except there, really. But it's about midget vampires, and it's called Ankle Biters, and it's really, really weird and different. I have a DVD copy and a VHS copy of Barn of the Blood Llama. I need to redo this review. The day I watched it for the site, I wasn't really in the mood, so it's really just a 3-paragraph review, and it was just fucking Texas, they're weird. Basketball, I fucking love basketball. Basket Case, best movie ever. And yes, I do have Battlefield Earth in my collection. And I bought this when I was doing an episode of The Lair of the Unwanted, so that's why I have that. Yeah, Cannibal Holocaust, Cat's Eye. I fucking love Cat's Eye. Probably one of my favorite anthology films. Christmas Vacation is easily my favorite Christmas movie. Excuse me. Crippled Masters. This is it's a hilarious, kind of hilarious kung fu movie. It's about a guy who loses his arms, another guy who loses his legs, and they have to join together to fight the guy that cut off their arms and legs. It's amazing. I got Deathbed. Demon Warriors. I won in a contest. I haven't seen it yet, but they sent it to me. It's I forgot what the contest was, but I won it and they sent it to me, so that's interesting. This I recently bought. It's Batman the movie. Now, if you just look at this far away, it looks like it's the Tim Burton version or one of the more recent versions, but this is the actual Adam West, Burt Ward 60s movie, where it's the movie version of the TV show from the 60s. It's a great movie. From Dusk Till Dawn. I've been wanting to watch this, but I haven't had the chance yet. So here's a funny story about From Dusk Till Dawn. So this is like some kind of collector series, and in it comes with this documentary. So here's what happened. I went to put the DVD in, and now I put in the first one. I put in disc 1. I changed the order in the case, but disc 1 was in the first slot. So I'm thinking, okay, disc 1, that's gotta be where the movie's at, right? I put it in, the fucking documentary starts playing, and that's the whole thing on disc 1. I'm like, why is the documentary on disc 1? Isn't that a bonus feature? Why is the actual movie on disc 2? So I don't know who put this DVD together, but they're fucking morons. Ludlow, this is Stacy Ponder, aka Final Girls movie. I recently purchased this a couple of months ago, and I reviewed it on the blog, and she read my review and liked my review. Fido, that's a really good movie. It's a zombie movie. If you're into zombie movies, check out Fido. It's really good. Frankenhooker. Groundhog Day. Grandma's Boy is seriously the funniest fucking movie I've ever seen in like forever. It's great. Then Hobgoblins, Rachel sent this to me. She was like getting rid of some movies, and she put this on her list, and I was like, yeah, you know what, give me Hobgoblin. So I was like, yeah, sure, give me Hobgoblin. So she sent it to me. House, this is not the Japanese version of House. This is the 80s horror movie about the dude that moves into this big house and weird shit happens to him. That's what that is. I do want to see the Japanese version. That's got to be crazy as hell. Human Centipede. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you about that. What's this? Oh, I Was a Teenage Zombie. Oh, this movie is fucking amazing. Oh my god, I need to watch that again. That's a crazy movie. Alright, I'm gonna talk about this for a minute. This is called I'm in the Basement. This is done by a group of people who do Gonzorific.com. So I've just heard of the company. I saw the movie titles and read the descriptions, and I was like, that sounds fucking awesome. So then I purchased this one because it sounded the most interesting. And after going through like 3 tries of buying the movie because of different mishaps, all mainly my fault, I finally got the movie in, and I put it in, and the movie is just 4 like really annoying girls like talking at like a slumber party, and they're talking about ghost stories. And then the last one is about this guy who says he's calling people, and he says that he's in the basement. So then they end up getting a call that says, I'm in the basement. And then they go into the basement and get killed. And that's basically the whole movie. I was disappointed because I thought it was a full-length movie, but it's actually like not even 20 minutes long. And it doesn't say anywhere on here that this is like a 20-minute video. I thought it was a whole movie. Because I was getting really annoyed by the girls. But I'm like, well, there's it's just starting. So maybe they gotta just do this long setup. And then the movie will get going. And then as the movie was getting going, it fucking ends. Let's see. McBain. I talked about McBain on an episode of the Lambcast. This is actually a Region 2 DVD, I believe. So I was scared it wasn't gonna work, but it worked on my computer, and I'm fucking glad I got to see it. Yeah, crazy ass movie. Okay. Oversexed Rug Suckers from Mars. I reviewed this movie on the site. It's different. Really different. Let's see here. Wreck. I fucking love Wreck. I really want to see the sequel to this. I'm probably going to avoid just the American remake. Everyone says it's just the exact same movie, just with American voices, and it's like, well, whatever. Yeah. There's The Room. Yay! Here's my autographed copy of The Room. I know I talked about that before. So let's move on. Rumpelstiltskin. I can't believe I own this movie. Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin. Covered this on the Lair. It's a movie. This was hilarious. Santa and the Ice Cream Bunny. What makes it hilarious is there's a riff tracks of it out, but they had to release the riff tracks with a DVD copy because you can't find this movie anywhere. But I had this on fucking DVD, so I was like, shit, yeah, I could just download just the riff tracks, and I got it. Let's see, Showdown. This is a very shameless Karate Kid ripoff. I mean, it's the exact same movie as the Karate Kid, but it stars Billy Blanks, the guy that does the Taibo thing. It stars him in the Mr. Miyagi role, and it's just funny as shit. Let's see. Six String Samurai. I've been wanting to see this. I got the movie, and I wanted to see. I haven't seen it yet, but I hear. Well, a lot of people say it's good. A couple people said it's bad. I kind of want to check it out. This is a funny story. This is a movie called Suicide Girls Must Die. I saw this at Best Buy. I never even opened it yet. I saw it at Best Buy, and I was like, I gotta buy that. And then I had to go to the bathroom, and I was with my friend. So I gave him, the stuff I was buying to hold while I went to the bathroom. And then when I came out, he was laughing, and he says, the guy that worked at Best Buy asked him if he needed help, and then he saw the movie, and he's like, I didn't know we carried porn. And I'm like, well, it's not really porn per se. I'm sure there's shit tons of nudity, because if you don't know, Suicide Girls is like a pornish website. Of course, I'll probably get in trouble for saying it's a porn website, but whatever. Okay, Thriller, A Cruel Picture. My friend Adam told me a lot about this movie. There's two versions of this movie. There's this version, and then there's like a cut version. Me being me, I was like, well, I want the fucking uncut version. But what they ended up doing in the uncut version was they just added a bunch of pointless, like, sex scenes. And, that's what this version is. So, like, in the middle of the story, you just get all these, like, porno, like, sex scenes everywhere, and it's like, okay. But that's what this is. It's an interesting movie. It's, this chick, she gets, like, kidnapped, and she gets, forced into being pretty much a prostitute, and she ends up losing an eye in the process. I'm going to get into how that happens, let you kind of use your imagination on that. And then she decides to get revenge. That's all. Time Crimes. Fucking love Time Crimes, as everyone knows. Trick or Treat. I fucking love Trick or Treat. This is a great anthology movie. Like I said, I love anthology movies. This is one of the better ones out there, and it's awesome. The Tripper, I don't think anybody really knows what that is. It's a horror movie. I don't know if he wrote it, but I know he directed it. David Arquette. I know he, I don't know if he wrote it. I just know he directed it. But it's about a killer who dresses up like Ronald Reagan and starts killing a bunch of like hippies at like a music fest. It's great. This is an Alfred Hitchcock movie. He very rarely does comedies, but this is one of his comedies called The Trouble with Harry. It's actually a dark comedy. It's about a town that finds a dead body and they don't know what to do with it. It's really good. It's legitimately a good movie. You should check it out if you want to see Alfred Hitchcock do something different. Unfucking Defeatable. That's what the name should be. Unfucking Defeatable. I fucking love this movie. University of Illinois versus the Mummy. This is a student film that I got a copy of, and it's weird. Let's see. Alright, so now we're getting to the part where I singled out movie collections, where if they're like movies that are in a series, or they're part of a series, or in a collection of sorts. That's what we're getting to now. So I got both Crank movies. Here's the Die Hard trilogy. I don't have the fourth one. I did like the fourth one. Sorry, it's so dark. There's no light over here. But yeah, this is the Die Hard. It's Army of Darkness. Here's all my Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. I have every single Friday the 13th movie. What's funny was these three I found in store, and then for some reason, I couldn't find 4 through 10 in stores. So I actually had to order the rest on Amazon for like a lot of these I got for like $2 each. So I bought like 3 at a time, and it's just amazing. But I have all of those. These are Nightmare on Elm Streets on these 4-pack movies. These are all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, including Freddy vs. Jason. So I technically have like everything in both of those series. Strangely enough, my work was selling this, Ghoulies and Ghoulies 2. And I was like, I should get that. It was like $7. Sure. Here's the Dirty Harry collection. I only got 2 of those. I got Dirty Harry and Magnum Force. Fucking amazing films. Down here, and it's going to get really dark. I'll try my best to pull them out, whatever ones I want to talk about. This is one of those 50, like those, pack of movies that are like for $5. They're all public domain. I mainly got this one because it had They Saved Hitler's Brain, which I really wanted to cover. The rest are just kind of incidental. It's like, I'll check them out sooner or later. But, yeah, so there's that. What else do I got? This is great. I got Black Belt Jones, Black Samson, Hot Potato, which I don't even know what that is, and 3 the Hard Way. I need to watch 3 the Hard Way. I hear that's a fucking amazing movie. And then there's The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave and The House at the Edge of the Park. These are like Italian horror movies. I don't know if you guys ever seen Italian horror movies before, but they're really, really out there. They're very strange movies. Let's see. And then now we're getting into my into the TV shows. I got every season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, including the Christmas special. I only got the first 2 seasons of Arrested Development. I need to get the third and final, sadly enough. Psych. If you haven't seen Psych, you need to see that show. It's awesome. This is the Twilight Zone fan favorites. It's in a tin, and that's what drew me to it. I was like, oh shit, it's in a tin. That's awesome. But it's got like all these classic Twilight Zone episodes. These are the Patton Oswalt collection. My Weakness is Strong, Comedians of Comedy. That's a good one. It's a documentary that follows Patton and his friends on a comedy tour. It's got Zach Galifianakis in it. I don't want to be one of them people, but I was pretty much aware of Zach Galifianakis prior to him starring in The Hangover. Where Rose and Lollipops, No Reason to Complain. That's a fucking hilarious one. I think that's the one where he talks about deathbed, and that's a great one. This is actually from like Japan. I don't know if you can see that, but that's all in Japanese. So this is like a Japanese DVD of the pilot episode of Twin Peaks. Syphil and Ollie. I don't know if you guys remember Syphil and Ollie. It was a show that was on MTV in the late 90s. It was it's really dark and weird and humor, and this is the lost season because they got canceled, but they made like a bunch of episodes. Oh, I think they only put them online or something. But this is the only version of the show that's on DVD. They didn't release the other 2 for whatever reason. This is my Wes Craven horror collection. It's got Serpent in the Rainbow, Shocker, and the reason I wanted it was The People Under the Stairs. Shocker is just a cheesy, fun time. I haven't seen Serpent in the Rainbow yet, but now that I have the movie, I will be watching it. This is my Chuck Norris collection. Fuck yeah! Killer DVD collection. I hate when horror DVDs use that pun. It's like, oh, this is the Killer DVD collection. It's like, well, whatever. You got like No Holds Barred. This is a very rare, very rare because it's not on DVD. I don't think it's ever going to be put on DVD. So if you ever want to see No Holds Barred, you have to order it on Amazon in VHS form. And that's what this is. But this is a fucking crazy ass fucking movie, and I fucking love it. I have a VHS copy of The Burning. Now, what's great about this was Actually, my friend Bill found this movie in VHS form, like fucking like '96 or some shit, and he bought it because it sounded interesting to him. And then now it's like a cult classic. It's on DVD. Everyone knows about it. But it's like, here, I have the actual VHS copy of it. I remember when VHS cases came like this. They had this little weird casing into it. Yeah, The Burning. Thank you for sticking with this video this whole time. That was my my entire movie collection, mostly DVDs. I got some rare VHSs. I think that's awesome. So, yeah, this is like an updated version. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and I'll catch you later.